Okay, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you remember, on the last recording is where I left with going to a camp with some bits and pieces where I had to deal with some criminals, as well as the final two cinders that was tied up with some string that I had to knock down, because on the previous recording you had to find 4 of the 6, and the last recording which I was on about, which was to find the other 2. And when the part of dealing with the criminals, before you end up doing the criminals, you had to find a map, and before we ended up getting towards the 2 criminals, we ended up opening an orange locker that would have given the E word for your weapons, and that's when I had over 50 nuts that was locked up to the maximum amount that you can carry. So that's when I had to go to the campsite to spend a load of nuts, as well as upgrade part of some damage into the shotgun, which is the pump action shotgun that I dealt with, and a couple of other things to knock them down, as upgrade one of the skill points to allow me to carry some more gases to knock people down with, because you start with 2, and with the upgrade you can use, you can add 1 more to it, which will give me 3. And when I dealt with all the people, we ended up back into another scene where Jacob was having a discussion about the source of the very good thing that Lara wants to get hold of, and where Lara's saying, "What is the divine source, Jacob?" is what she says. And then when he finishes on about all of that, and Lara said to him, the last piece before she wandered off is, she said, "I'll find it with or without you." So that's when those two split away from each other. Before that, after that, we had Sophia having a discussion with her, and Lara says, "Where are the others?" And Sophia says, "There are more others in the very good place that is called it's called the Cathedral place, which is where we'll be going very soon." And once the discussion was over, and Sophia gave Lara a new tool to get there quicker, which was a little scroll with a bit of string, where Lara can tie her axe around it so she can climb up high buildings. And last time, when we finished that off, I went to go up and pick a couple of other bits and pieces, like a bag that I picked up to get a part of the place, where we continued and left you where I was, which is where we're going to start first of all. And we'll be doing some fast travelling a few times, because there's a specific reason for that, is because if you want to fast travel to where I'm going to go, to give you some nice thing to collect. So we'll be having a few of these little scenes like this that will happen a couple of times. Okay, but it's up to you if you want to fast travel to where I'm going to go. And then if you don't want to follow my guidance, then that's okay, because if you don't, you can always go to the place to pick up what you're going to pick up. So this is where I left off, with a skill point that's boosted up to that. And like I say, there was a bit of an axey thing right here for you to use your axe and the scrolling thing that Sophia gave up. So, like I said about the fast travel, where I'm going to go, and stop Lara talking all about that, is where I'm going to go straight towards, where is it? It is over here. So like I say, you can always continue on if you want, or you can go to the place where I'm going to go. And the specific reason for that is because you're going to get something quite nice for something else that'll be quite handy for you. And I'll just explain it to you in a few minutes when the thing has loaded itself back up. I'm pretty sure it should be now. There it is. Right, so if you want to go the way I'm going to go to finish off the last bit, that is fine. But now, as you can tell, it was nice and sunny, not as pissing down the rain earlier. Look at it. It's probably a little bit better than the cold weather that we've got at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot of snow, but if we had a lot more snow, then you can make snowballs and stuff, can you? And play with your friends and your family. But I'm pretty sure around my area, where I live, I don't want it to be, well, even though there's not a great deal of snow around my place, it's always probably about 4 degrees maybe. Lucky it's not in minuses, to be honest. Right, so this is the place I'm going to be. Right, with this little thing here, here's a little swingy thing I told you before the last recording. You had to get a special tool, which is what I've got now, if you've been following along. So make sure you press A and press X together on your Xbox, or press X and square. Allow her to hook herself and sling herself across here. Okay, so this is a tomb. And the tomb will give you something special you're going to get very soon. And there's a little camp there. Okay, right, and another one of these, which is what you want to do. Just swing across. Make sure you push any of those 2 buttons again, whichever console you're on. And this time you'll find a bag right there for you to find some more stuff to grab hold of. Okay, right, now this is a slippery slope, so don't worry about falling down, okay? But also, there's a yellow bit there, okay? That means that you can grab hold of that with your axe, okay? So you don't want to be sliding too far down this water path right here, okay? And the only way you can get the yellow bit like this is when you upgrade part of your game, and that will be part of things that can be found, like if you was to try and find mushrooms or your bags or whatever. You can use your R3 nozzle to glow up whatever's got to be found, or something that's quite handy. Right, so what you want to do is slide down and press A or square, or any of those buttons with the rope I did, And make sure you just press A and X when you're sliding down in a few inches, just about here, push those and you'll just grab that. Same goes with your X and square. Okay, right, there's a bit of wood, tree trunk there, that won't break, so you'll be okay to walk straight across that. Right, once again there's a sparkle thing around here, so you can dig that up. Okay, which will give you whatever it wants to give you. And just give me some nuts, that's okay. Right, so now you want to go straight underneath it. Right, now there's a bit that will break off, okay, which is this thing right here. So don't even bother pushing any buttons, okay. Right, now this is how this works. Right, you'll find some water, which you want to push B or circle and push that fast to make glass swim a bit more faster. Okay. Right. Then also you'll find another sparkle thing right there for you to dig up to get whatever it wants to give you. Just give me some 2 nuts as well. Once again, so give me 4. Right, now this is boarded off. You want to smash it. Okay, the way to smash that is to go up this path first, because you've got one there and one there. Okay, but also there's a couple of pieces you've got to pick up, and also this will break. Okay, every single one of these will break into 3 bits. Okay, as you can see, these bits underneath, these are holding it together. Okay, so like I said, with the pieces you got to pick up, you can leave those to the last bit you're going to do. Okay, because you've got to come back up this way. Alright, for a specific thing that you're going to get. Okay, also there's a box there you can pick up if you want. I'm going to leave that. Right, now what you've got to do is get these things, which has got a yellow bit, which is what you're going to collect. Okay, once you sorted out these bits and get into the bit that was over by in that bit. Okay, so like I say, leave those bits for the time being with the pieces that you're going to pick up. Okay, that's why I'm going to leave that, but it's up to you to pick them up. Okay, but also you can go straight over here first if you want, where you'll find a pot to take and whatever it wants to give you, even though it's going to be a pence, and where you'll find a nice map to show you where all your bits are in this great big area. It doesn't involve the places where you've been. Okay, it's only part of this tomb. Okay, another thing I just picked up is for your cans to make explosives. Okay, right, so once you've done that, what you want to do, you'll find this thing right here. You've got to rotate it around. Okay, right, the reason for that is that you've got these things, like that thing there, and you've got another one which is right there, and those are going to stop you from pushing it. Okay, so you want to make sure that the other end, or any of the other ones that hasn't got any of them things, but this one has only got one here. Okay, so you have to make sure that this end faces the other way. Okay, also you've got some string here around this wooden bark bit. You want to tie that up with L2 and R2 ready, and do not go down that string just yet, because you've got to do this thing first. Okay, So as I remember, when I said rotate this, and you can turn your L3 key towards your right, or you can rotate it left. It doesn't matter which way you go for. Okay, just keep turning it and make sure this thing is flapping down and forwards to make it face the other way, so it'll flap downwards. Okay, so that's all set. Right, so now what you want to do is push this box by pushing square or X, whichever console you're using, and just keep pushing it and pushing it. And now, like I said, this bit of track of each one of those two, which was these two, which is that one there, and the one I'm on, which is this one right here. So each one of those will break. Okay. Alright, so once you pushed it, that'll roll down and smash one part of this. There's another one.
Okay.
Alright.
Subtle but effective.
So you've got two of them to break off. Okay. So like I said, this is the reason why I've come to finish off this first, without picking up all the pieces that's got to be picked up, okay? Because you have to do it anyway if you want to collect something else when you complete it all. Right, okay, same again. Right, now this time there's a twisty thing round here. Okay, so as you remembered on the last one, it had one of those things to be pushed from forwards and left, but this time you'll find this track. Okay, you want to get it onto the other one, that the same sort of one that we did on the first one, pushing the other track down. Okay, also there's a pot and a box there if you want to take them, but I'm going to leave that for now. It's up to you. You can take those if you want. I prefer doing it the other way so I can get the other bits done first. Okay, right, so right, you'll find the track. So again, like I said, the other track that was on the other one that I pushed down and smashed the other bit of the door. The track's over here this time. But also what I'm going to do is take the one that's got to be dug up, which is a survival cache. Okay, right, so now what you want to do is find this cog, and this cog will bring this track down. Okay, so you want to bring that down and turn your cog left, that right. So turn your L3 key to turn it right. Okay, and once you turn it right, all the way down flat, the track will go sideways, facing this way. Okay, so now what you want to do is get it faced towards this trolley thing. Okay, so the way to do that is to turn this wheel and turn that wheel with your L3 key and turn it left. No, turn it right. Turn your L3 key right. Just once, with a little flappy bit poking up there on the right side, where it'll flap down like that. So now what you can do is pull this trolley back onto the track, similar to the other one that was sitting just on this. Okay, right, so now once you have done that, what you want to do is turn this back the same way as it was by using L3 and turn it left. And now go to the other wheel to bring it back up by turning the L3 key to right and keep turning it. So the flappy bit can poke to the other end of the ramp bit that's down this bit right here. Okay, so Now what you want to do is push this one all the way down to smash the other one that's broken, like the other one was.
Let's hope it doesn't all just collapse.
Yeah, Lara, about that. It's certainly going to do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that is broken off.
That was enough.
Right, so you want to come down. Each one of them.
It worked.
Or simply go
Lab
through
is
the
still
wall
standing.
and go along this way if you wanted to. Right, now you'll find one of those ones for your cans if you want. Okay, right, now let me go to the main page with the cog right here. Now the previous one you did pick up for your cans would be that one there. Okay, now with the tune that we're doing, will allow you to collect this lot. Now those will be helpful for you to do all sorts of things, okay, which is part of the upgrade of your weapons. Okay, so it'll help you do that, and a couple of other things I'm trying to think of. Yeah, that's what this is for. Okay, it's to unlock the rest of the other pieces of your locking mechanism of your weapons. Okay, it's to finish up the upgrades for you to use. Okay, and the maximum that's going to ask you to use is about at least about 9. Okay, so you won't have to need many. Okay, right, so the way to get those will be in the same places where your caves were. Okay, so open your thing, this thing with every single tune there is to have one of these in it. Okay,
10th century codex detailing the Byzantine knowledge of mining and metalwork.
metal work, yes. So now that'd be 5 of your tombs out of 9. So every time you do your tombs, you can always go back to the place where a woman was for you to give you some more coins. Okay, right, as I've done that, there's a pot right there which you can collect from, but even though it doesn't want to give you nothing, so use that as your advantage. You also find a box right here to give you some more bits and pieces, like a bit of wood and some oil for other bits and pieces. Alright, there's a roll right here. You boost it to boost up your E word. Now, if you can remember, these things in the caves, they will give you the blue coloured ones or the gold ones. Okay, which is why I've left a couple of other ones up there on my first trip with the other pieces that was around those boxes and bits and pieces that I was doing on the first track, where you can go and collect those on your way back if you wanted to. So if you get Lara to use her axe with your special X or square, whichever symbol it's telling you on what console you're on. So now this one's giving me one of the little sparkly blocks because I've got full sets of the other ones that allows me to put explosives on the cans. Okay, same thing with the R3. If you don't know where they are, the yellow bit will pop up to tell you where they are. Okay, so also there's one over there, but I can't pick any, can't whack any of them because I've got a load of those shaped ones, the cans. So I'm going to have to go somewhere else, which is the other reason why I've left all the other pieces over there. Okay, I wonder, no I can't, but yes, for your explosives, for the bow, which will be the previous one, which is probably what I'm going to do, will give you that. Okay, as you can see, there's a little shape of a thing with a number 1 on it. That's your explosive grenades, or whatever they're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure they're grenades. So now as I've used one of them, I can pick up an upgrade for that to give me an extra one, which would be R1. Always R1 to put your things back together. Okay, right, now as you can remember, there's a couple of pieces that are left up there and up there. You can always get back up there by just a little gentle walk up there. Alright, now you want to do a running jump. Just do a run straight up and press your X and A together. Okay, even though I've got to press X and square for that rope to be hanged onto it, like that, with the string and the axe that Sophia gave me. So you can use that to help you get up. Okay, same again, and you'll be able to pull yourself up from top of there. Okay, so that's the other reason why I've done that. So you can get your box.
An old ring.
Okay, same thing again. And there was another one of those here. So you can carry some more of the sparkly things if it wants to give me it, which it does. It's giving me 2 of them. So I've got 3 of them now. And a roll down there.
I knew the risks.
Okay, that gives me an E, which will give you some E's as well. Okay, so you can use that for your advantage of collecting stuff. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the rest of that. So now you can go straight back down this one. Zip your way down. Okay, and same again. If you went the same path as I did, you can collect your pot down another box right there.
A pair of gambling dice. Common thing for soldiers, but these are a little more opulent than most.
Right, now the reason why I stopped there is because there's a symbol, which is a magnifying glass, and every time when you see one of those pops up, you need to move the items in the right place, which is to use your R3 key. Okay, so you got to move it underneath
Hold on.
like that.
This one has 6 on most of the faces.
So you got to stop it about there and leave it for a few seconds so Lara can read it. Okay, so every time when you see that magnifying glass sits there, you have to stop it at a certain spot, okay, for her to read it. So now that would boost up the E word up a little bit more. Okay, and now I am pretty sure that could be everything else been picked up in this area. Let me see, double check it. I'm pretty sure I did the one that was dug up into the area. Yeah. Also, I'm going to do R3 key to see if there was a whole thing to dig up. You need to collect the sparkly blocks or the other blocks. So you can always just use that R3 to help you. There's one there, look. One sparkly one just over there. So always use R3 if you can't find it, the thing that you're trying to find. Okay. And there's another sparkly thing there for me. And so now, that is all that. Okay. But did I or did I not dig up a survival cache over by here? Yes, I did. Because you can tell there's a little stony little bit down there. So you've been there, done that. Okay. Right, now the way to get out of this place is to go back this way. Make sure you press circle or B as fast as you can with your fingers, whichever button of your fingers to push it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now the way to get out of this thing is to find this stony bit. Press A or X, or the very good X and square. Okay. Same again on this bit. There's another path of this. Okay, just keep using your L3 key and nudge it towards your right. And nudge it up towards so you can climb yourself up. Okay. And so now you should be able to get straight back through the hole where you came from. Okay. Alright, and go across this log. Don't worry about it if it's going to break, because it won't. Alright. Right, you'll find another one of these. Right here. You do the same thing that you just did in the other ones to get back up. You climb up on top of this bit. Okay. So continue on doing that. And keep going this way. Alright, now press B or circle. On your way up. Alright. Now if I go to my map, like this bit in the middle is where your tomb was. And that will tell you every bit that you picked up. Okay. Alright. So that's all that bit done for you. Right. Make sure you swing across this little hooky thing. Alright, and I'll come straight out. Alright, same again with that one again. Swing yourself across. Can't carry any mushrooms or what? Right, now. What I'm going to do now is go straight to the nut. Alright. And now the coins that I've got so far is 180. Right. Also, I'm going to probably go to that place in a few seconds or so, which I'll show you in what I mean. Which was a shop that a guy that had some special tools to pay for. Yeah. I'm going to go back there for the REF tool. But also what you can do, if you want to get some more coins, go to a person that wanted you to go to special tombs to complete, to get all your things, like as in to get the yellow sparkly thing that I just did, or collect one that gave you a chance to use your bow to find the animal's heart and you can get it quicker. That one on the last recording, I think it was. You can use that. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to come back this way. Okay. So that was the other reason why I was doing fast travelling back to those sort of places, okay? Right, so you can do that if you want. Like I said, you can do that, or you can just continue from where I started. Alright. And now what I'm going to do is go to the woman that wants you to go to tombs and give you some more coins, which should be in here.
Welcome back.
There we are.
So, you've been
There she
inside
is.
some of the tombs. I have, but I don't think I found all of them yet. You've uncovered another secret.
So you can stay beside her and wait.
Well, I've got more coins for you.
And she's given me now another 20, which would be 100 at 200. Which is not exactly what I was trying to hopefully get. Oh well.
Hello there.
And there's one of these things right here.
The followers of the Prophet fled, but they were attacked in Syria.
Okay, that'll boost up your E word. A bit more higher. Okay. and you should plop down gently from over here. Where am I now? Oh, I'm over here. Don't want to go down there, that's silly. Yeah, you can always collect some different things, okay? Alright, so now what I'm going to do is find the camp. Can I carry any more nuts? No, yes I can. So now, like I said, I'm going to do some fast travelling again. Which I'm going to go straight to the place back here where the guy was selling some bits and pieces for the REF tool. So with all the recordings I've done so far, you can do any order you want. You can try and get a load of coins and try and get the first of the crafting tool first if you wanted to, or you could go for open a couple of the lockers and try and get the REF tool first, and then get a fair few more coins to make 175 to go and collect the E word. Or you can continue doing the way I did it to go back here and collect the
Find any more of those gold coins?
REF
I
tool.
think they're getting suspicious. They need to vanish on short notice.
And that's 175. Each one of those will be the same amount. So now the REF tool is done, which will leave me only 15 coins left, I think. So 25. So yeah, every time when you see a number that's on the left hand side that says how many you've got, and on the right hand side that's what it costs. Okay, every time when you're doing it. Alright, and this thing here was the grappling hook, where you can zip your way faster on to the strings that you can tie up. It's the same sort of thing with the Tomb Raider 2013 game, but you get it looking a little bit different than this one with the Rise of the Tomb Raider. Okay, right, now what I'm going to do now is I'll go to my camp and I'll go to my weapons. So once you've done all that I've done, you will now have all of these things pretty much red. Okay, now the reason why this one, which is your ammo, the reason why that is still got a line across it is because you need to increase your previous ammo, which is right here, that's white. And the reason why it's white is because you got the same amount that you need to pay for it, which, as I'm going to keep it here for now, where on the right side with the numbers and the words, on the right, on the left hand side of the set that is on the right hand side at the moment, which says cost, with 10 nuts and 2 springs, and on the right hand side where the word that says cost, it will say infinity, and infinity is like your wallet that's got £50 in there or something, and the infinity says it's only got 29 nuts and only 8 springs. So as I've got that amount in infinity, and that's the reason why that's gone white on the bullet. It's on the left hand side with this one that's damaged with a head symbol on it, and the other symbol right here, which is like a key button on your keyboard, and the other one that's white is over here. And so once you've spent some of that on your ammo, which is your cylinder, this one will come white. And the reason why that'll be white is because I still have enough in my infinity. Okay, so you have to keep costing some of the ones that's still white to get the ones that's got a crossed line on it, as well as the same as in the crafting, the recoil word, which is right here. So you have to increase this one first to unlock this one that's locked. Okay, and on this one down here, which is your reload, and the reason why it's red without a line in it is because you haven't got enough of something that you need. Okay, on the top one, as you can see, there used to be 2 of the things that was on this one right here, and it's got 3 this time. And the reason why it's got 3 on it is because it needs something else, but it's going to ask you for something different. But it still wants your springs, which I've got, because it only wants to take 2 off me, even though I've got 8. And the next one above that, which is some boar fat, which only cost me 1. I've only got 2, so that'll be staying white. And the top one, which is your oil, but I only have 4 of them, so I'm going to do fair low because it wants to take 15 off you. Okay, so when you see it red, you just want to make sure you get the same amount for that cost in your infinity system. Okay, so now with these, they're free to be used. Okay, and the same thing with these ones now. Right, now with the assault rifle and your other rifles, the only reason why these are red at the moment, same thing, because you need to increase certain things. Okay, so now with the REF tool I collected and the yellow sparkly tune thing, it will unlock this damage system that's on this one now. That's the reason why I did that, to allow you to go and get that unlocked instead of having it red like these. Okay, so that's the other reason for that. And also, if you did that tomb as well, you would get this one unlocked as well, which is your rate of fire. Okay, so that's the reason why I've done that. Okay, so same again with the other one that I said about the pistol, with the crossed line on it, on this one for the reload. And the reason why it's got that line again on it is because you need to put the ammo into it. Okay, alright, and once you've done the reload on that one, this one down here will go white just like the others. Okay, and then once that's done, this one right here will be unlocked as well. Okay, so you need to do this one first before this one comes alive. Okay, every time. Okay, so it's always this one first, then that, and then that, and then that, and then you have just your cylinder completely full. Okay, and same again with this thing. This would have been locked with a great big line across this one like this, is because you would have had your, or is it this one I'm on about? I think it could be this one, for that to be unlocked. Okay, so that's the reason why I've done that. Okay, right, so now you can put anything you want. Same thing again, you can use whatever you want with the cost that it's asking you to pay for. Okay, right, now I'll explain to these things. Right, So the damage is the head, and the reason why it's gone white is because you've got plenty of that. And if you look at the damage word, it's got green on it, and which says, "Oh, I'd like some more, please." And if you can see the other ones, it's just gone grey with a bit of white on it. Those tell you that's how much you've got in there already. Okay, so the green bit on the white bit with the head that's been set up ready, that says that's how much more you can get in there. Same again with the other ones. The green always tells you how much is going to be squeezed back in. So if I move on to this one, you can see the damage that's gone white that says that you're not selecting on. Okay, so as you can see, there's a certain amount on the damage, and when I move to the damage with the head, the green bit will pop up to squeeze a little bit more in there. Okay, and same thing again with the reload. It will have the green, and with the other ones, if you selected another gun, alright, which I'm going to stick to the shotgun. So if I move on to this shotgun, as you can see, they have red on them, which means the red says I've got less, a lot less. So the green's always saying I've got a lot more of each one of them. And I'll explain that. Right, now the damage is the force that it can do to people. Okay, and the recoil is more of the accuracy. Okay, and the recoil will allow you to make your gun a bit more steady, instead of when you're shooting it with Lara's hands that's holding onto it. So if you fired it, Lara's hand will shake it up and down a bit. So if you want it more steadier, use your recoil to give it a bit more string. Like if I go back into this gun, which I'm using, which is the pump action shotgun, so if I go into the recoil, it's got a little bit of string on the back of the handle. It'll show you, it will make it a bit more steady. And same thing again, as you can see, these two right here, it tightens them together, so it still makes it more steady for it to be fired properly, instead of rebouncing itself off something or anybody. Okay, so that's what that's for. Now the reload, okay, the reload is basically allow you to carry more bullets. Okay, and that will, instead of, I'll tell you what, now with the reload, alright, if I come out, or am I thinking too far ahead? No, right. Now with a reload, so if you look at the top right corner with a number on it with 24 in it. Now the reload, if you started firing a couple, as you can see on the top right corner above the numbers, there's a bit with some white shapes that's on the corner. So if I use the assault rifle, right, as you can see, there's a great big long line around it. Okay, so if I fire it, let's try the pistol. Right, as you can see, there's a line that's a little bit less than the assault rifle I showed you. So if I shot this a couple of times, you can see there's some that's gone red. Okay, now the reason why it's gone red is because you've got less bullets. So if you put the reload and upgraded it, it will allow Lara to, instead of hearing that sort of sound, it will make it faster for her to just load it. So instead of when Lara, if I click my fingers, right, which is to pretend it was reloading, so if you just reloaded it, you'll hear it like that, and if you put more reload in it, she'll go like that, even faster. Okay, that's what that's for. Okay, now if I go back to the shotgun or any of the pistols, alright, so if you go to your ammo capacity, which is the next one down from reload, now when you see that cog up against between the assault rifle, alright, so if I come back out again, now as you can see from the shotgun that the bullets were with it says 24 on it, okay, and where you can see the little line with a couple that's less than the next gun I'm going to show you. So as you can see, the assault rifle's got a lot more of that line going all the way round instead of having that many in there. So if you put the capacity ammo in there, it'll shove it a bit more bigger like that. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that sort of, if you really wanted to carry some more of that. Alright, so you can use that to help you do that. And last of all, which is your rate of fire. Okay, now with the rate of fire, which will be the keyboard shape, and with the rate of fire is basically the force of the bullets coming out really fast. Okay, so if you wanted to do that with killing your people, instead of if they're having a load of armor on them, for you to keep shooting and wasting a load of bullets and just try and kill them even though they've got more armor than you think. So you might want to put some more rate of fire in there to take the armor off the people without them killing you. Okay, so you might want to use that to help you kill them a bit more quicker. So like if I was going to clap my hands, for example, right, so if I was to shoot them and I'm just doing that sort of force with the rate of fire, and if I put more in there, you'll be getting that sort of force. Alright, so you might want to use that to help you. Okay, so that's that's the information about explaining about those. Okay, so now like I said, with all those recordings I've done to explain how those work and how you can collect the crafting tool, the E-word and the rifle tool. Okay, so you can keep traveling back and forth to those places. Alright, right, now, so next of all, now on the last recording, which was about the gases, which was this body word, instead of having 2, use this one to give you an extra one to give you 3. Alright, now as I've got 8 of them, now with these 2 right here, they'll give you more of powerful bullets instead of the ones you use. Okay, so you might want to grab those if you wanted to. Okay, which this one is your shotgun bullets, which is more powerful bullets. Alright, and this is your pistol bullets to allow you to do some more damage with it. And this one right here, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. Right, so now that wants an upgrade of the other one. Okay, so the reason why they're red is because you need a specific thing, which is probably what I'm going to try and do. Okay, so same thing again with this one right here, that's red, is because you need to unlock this one right here. Alright, and over this one, that one wants the similar other one. As I've got 8 of them. Right, now let's explain this. Right, now this is all about these ones right here, which are your bow and arrows. Okay, if you shot a deer or an enemy, right, this one right here will allow you to pick up amount of arrows that you've shot at people. Alright, and the next one down, so let's go for this one again. Right, so this one, when you shot two arrows or 3 arrows from a person, when you pick up your pieces from them, they'll give you the arrows back of how many you shot at them. Okay, now this one down will allow you to hit 2 people at once. Okay, so that one will allow you to pick up 1 arrow or whatever kind of things it wants to give you, like if it wants to give you some more shotgun shells or pistol bullets or your assault rifle, or some more arrows if it wants. Okay, now this one down here, this will allow you to shoot 3 people at once. Okay, with an arrow, just 1 arrow, and you can hit every single 3 people. If there's about even more than that, it'll just allow you to do that at once. Okay, so once you've unlocked that one, this one will go red, this one will go white. So which is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so that will unlock that. Okay, and now this one is not too sure, but that would probably increase getting them back automatically instead of keep picking them up from your people. Okay, so you might want to use that. Okay, now with this one right here, which will allow you to craft explosives for your assault rifle, so it'll give you some more of them, which is exactly the same with these things. Okay, which was your powerful bullets with your pistol and your shotgun. Now the way to unlock that, which is grenade launcher, now that one, which is hiding somewhere, let's see, it is where is it? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Not that one. Where is it? Oh, that's around here somewhere. Or is it? Or is it? Where is it? Which one is it? Oh, no, it's in there somewhere. Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, that's around here bloody somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's around here bloody somewhere. Yeah. I'm trying to find it. I have flicking no idea. I should know where it bloody I should know where it's bloody hiding. Where the hell is it? I have flicking no idea. Right, now let's move on. Right, you can use this one to increase gases for explosives, which is your cans, the petrol can boxes that you can use to give you some more explosives to blow up the red door things, so you might want to use that. And also that'll help you to explode more people up as well, so that'll increase the amount of more of the things you got there you can use. Okay, to unlock this one you will need where am I going to find that? Whichever one it is, it should unlock it completely white like the others. Okay. So I still can't work out . Or unless, is it just me that's being stupid? It's probably me being stupid. I think it's just me being stupid. There you go. That's what it is. It's me being stupid. There we go. It was this one, which is 120. There we go, now we're talking. So now you need 120 to collect that to unlock the other one. Alright, so you need 120, even though I've got 20, to unlock, finally, oh dear. Call myself an expert. Am I in the wrong one again? Yes, I bloody am. Sorry about that. Right. Okay. Right. Here we go then. Right. So, when you have done that one, it will unlock this one. Okay. So that's what you'll need. Alright. Right. Now, what we'll deal with now. Right. Now. Right. Now with these ones right here, which you probably might want the shotgun shells, which is right here. Now I'm going to explain that. Right, so now once you've unlocked that, there'll be something on top of your shotgun when I come to select it. Okay, now with these things, right, so now with this one right here, this will increase more of the explosives for your bow. Okay, so we'll get one more of the explosive things. When I was shooting it at the tomb that I showed you what it did, that's what this one's for. It'll give you an extra one, and this one is more for the gases, for people to trip up and kill themselves, and this one will give you some more flames to do on them. Okay, and this one's just for you finding more tombs and survival caches and bits and pieces, so you might want to use that, and that will go straight onto your main map. Alright, and then this one needs to be in this grid around here somewhere. Okay, I'll deal with that later on. Right, now back to the shotgun. Now, if you look at the assault rifle, there's just the number of bullets that's in the cylinder, with the difference between the pistol, where you see that cog at the top right corner where the numbers are, that's a bit more smaller. Remember what I did? Where it's gone bigger on that one, on the corner. As you can see, the bit on, let's say, if it was at the bow, it's got one little line at the top where it is, and when I use the assault rifle, that bit at the top spins around a bit faster towards the other side. If you was looking at your clock, for example, and you had 12 at the top and 6 at the bottom, with the bow it's only got the 12 on there. So now when you see the bow that's got the gases there, and what I said about when you use the upgrade on the ones that I showed you, will give you more of these things, like your flames, your grenade thing, boom things there, by force at the door. Right, now as you can see at the top, with the bow that's got the explosive set with number 2 on it, now with the shotgun it'll have that on the corner now, which has got a red thing on the corner below it. Now that's the upgrade I've put on it. So now when you push R1 in, you hold it in like that, it'll chuck it up, and now that's going to cost you 5 of your normal shotgun shells. It's going to allow you to take 2 of the can explosive things for your cans. With the cans, where I said with the R1, you just push that on your cans to explode those and chuck those at people. That's what that's going to take off you. Okay, for your powerful shotgun shell similar bullets to use. So it's going to take 2 of them off you. And also it wants to take off 1 oil as well. So what I'm going to do is hold R2, that R1 in, will now allow me to have a number 7 on it, instead of having 0 on it. So that's what that thing's for. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. I think that should be enough, don't you think? So, next time, what I will do is fast travel back. No, I'll tell you what. Let's fast travel back there first. Let's see. So that is what we're going to do. Right, where did I need to be? It's over there. It's over there. There we go. So now we'll be all set, ready to go next time. So that will explain to you how that all goes. Okay. Until the next time. Take care.